Do you have an awful auntie? One who scoffs all the most delicious chocolates from the box, leaving you with just the dreaded black cherry liqueur? Perhaps your aunt demands that you wear that horrendous jumper she gave you at Christmas, the one which reads, "I love my aunt," in huge red letters on the front. However awful your auntie might be, she will never be in the same league of awfulness as Aunt Alberta. Aunt Alberta is the most awful aunt who ever lived. Here she is in all her awful awfulness.
Well, you have finally woken up, child.
How long have I been asleep, please, Auntie?
Oh, just a few months.
I don't understand. How can I have been asleep for months?
Ever since the accident.
What accident?
One in which every bone in your body was broken.
What happened to my parents?
They died. It was a rainy morning. You were sitting in the back seat of your father's Rolls Royce on your way into London. Your father had another appointment with the bank manager while your mother was going to take you to see Buckingham Palace. But alas, your jolly jaunt was not to be. Perhaps your father had been drinking.
He never drinks.
And he must have been driving too fast.
He never drives too fast.
The Rolls Royce was speeding along the coastal road. Your father lost control of the car on a sharp bend. It plunged over the side of the cliff.
No!
Yes!
Before we continue our story, I need to tell you a little more about Aunt Alberta and why she was so awful. This is the Saxby family tree. As you can see from the family tree, Alberta was the eldest of 3 children. She was the firstborn child of Lord and Lady Saxby, followed by her twin brothers, Herbert and Chester. A dreadful fate befell Herbert as a baby. As the oldest male child, Herbert was destined to take the title of Lord Saxby when his father passed away. With the title came the riches too, the family home, Saxby Hall, and all the jewels and silver that had been passed down the generations. However, soon after Herbert was born, the most mysterious thing happened. The baby vanished in the dead of night. His doting mother had put him to bed in his cot, but when she came into the nursery in the morning, he had simply disappeared.
Don't worry, we'll find him.
Folk from the neighbouring towns and villages streamed out of their houses to help the search. They combed the surrounding countryside for the infant day and night for weeks, but no trace of him was ever found. The lord and lady roamed about Saxby Hall like ghosts. In the end they were said to have died of broken hearts. With baby Herbert gone, Chester, Stella's father, became the heir. Growing up, Alberta was absolutely beastly to him.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Chester. Happy birthday to you.
Oh.
hard. Oh, these are really hard. They feel like rocks.
They are called rock cakes. Hello, little brother. What's your present?
What could it be?
Despite all this, Chester was always kind to his sister. When Lord and Lady Saxby died, and he eventually inherited Saxby Hall from his parents, he was determined to look after the old place as best as he could. Chester gave the family's huge treasure trove of silver and jewels to his sister Alberta. However, within a short while, the woman had lost it all, because Alberta had a dangerous obsession: tiddlywinks. She lost thousands of pounds. Next, Alberta secretly stole all the money out of Chester's bank account. Within days, she'd lost her brother's money too. Every last penny. As a result, Chester was forced to sell all the possessions he possibly could, so Lord Saxby could keep the family home. With a heavy heart, Chester had to let all the servants go. All except one, the ancient butler Gibbon. Alberta knew that the great Bavarian mountain owl was one of the rarest birds in the world. So when she spotted one nesting in the forest, she climbed the tree and stole the egg out of its nest. Then she sat on it until it hatched, and she named the little owlet Wagner after her favourite German composer. She began training the bird. Alberta taught her owl a number of impressive tricks: fetching her slippers, delivering a letter or parcel within 100-mile radius, stealing old ladies' knickers from washing lines. She even taught him to make an apple strudel.
Saxby Hall. Lady Saxby speaking. No, she won't be coming back to St. Evacov any time soon. There's no change, I'm afraid. Yes, she's still in a very deep coma. No, there's no need for you or any of the girls to visit. Thank you. I know it's Christmas coming up, but you can post her present and I will look after it for her.
I'm just popping out to get some air. There's no need to tell my lovely auntie about this.